So today I'm going to the Isle of Wight to go to the biggest bat hospital. It's either in the country or the world. I'm pretty sure it may be the country, since the Isle of Wight is only a tiny little part of England, but I thought I'd bring you along. Hopefully I can take some pictures or some videos. I'm honestly not sure how much I'm going to be able to film in there, but I'm going to take you along anyway. So I'm already dressed up. We're going to have to take like a bus and a hovercraft, and it's going to be quite a long journey there. We're also going to go to Dinosaur World while we're there because we're taking my niece. But I've got all my bat things on. I've got my bat clips. I've got multiple bat necklaces on from the Pumpkin Coven, Alchemy Gothic. I've got a little Simply Gothic one hiding under here, and then I've got a Restyle one, and I've got my Spooky Box Club badges on, Mystic and Lunar badge, and one that I got off of Depop. And then I'm wearing, of course, a bat cardigan, which I think may be banned, and then my Hell Bunny bat dress. So I'm all ready to go. And I'm so excited about this. I have not had a chance to use it yet, but I have this little bat bag and it's so cute. And I haven't had any reason to need a backpack this small because I'm literally only taking my purse today. So let's hope that we don't find a Home Sense or a TK Maxx while we're on the island. I've also got a toy bat that I made. I don't know if you remember, a couple of summers ago I bought like a Save the Bat just like kit, and you donate some money and they give you like felt and you basically make a bat plush. And you probably see it in the back of my videos, but I decided I'm going to give it to the lady just because she collects stuff, and in the film it was like, look at all this bat stuff, and I was like, come on, don't even try to compete with me. So I was looking at my bat toy and I thought I'm going to give it to her, see if she wants it. And yeah, I'm really excited and I really hope I get to stroke a bat. Oh my god. Okay, see you soon. Got to show you my earrings. I have these ones, which I'm pretty sure are from the Charmed Maiden, but I know that Simply Gothic does a very similar pair. And I also have these, when my hair isn't caught in them, little black acrylic ones from Simply Gothic. And then I have the same ones on the other side as well. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Going to go find some food, and then we're getting another bus over to find the bat hospital. Hang on, I'm just taking a quick look at Mum's lovely looking chicken. so it decided to start raining while I was walking.
Thing. Have a look at the camera, Blue.
Camera shy.
Well, it's not usually.
Oh.
He's not here, he's at the sweet corn fair. And so there's 39 in here.
Oh, really?
These are all pipistrelles. They can't go back to the wild because they're all injured.
Oh, I
So over the
see.
year, the oldest one that's here came in 2004. Not in that bag because that's a fairly new bag. I've put a.
That's just a
watch
bag
one.
with
Yeah, all
inside-
held up with Velcro.
And they're just inside of those?
Yep, or at the back, but most of them are inside. You can see the little bodies.
Well, I'm good, yeah.
And then they don't know each other, but they've all been over the years because they've got broken arms or one arm. So a lot of them have only got one arm because they're all too badly injured by cats, I have to say. Some of these have got 4 bats in, like this one, because that was babies from this year that all the bats disappeared and left all the babies behind. Which they've done at Osborne House as well. So I've got Majesty from Osborne House, Bermelia somewhere. Where's Bermelia? I don't even know where Bermelia's gone. Where are you, Bermelia?
Keeping tabs of this lot is an incredible job, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're not kidding. So every bat, I have to know where every bat's going. All
Yeah.
paperwork has to be done on every bat. So I have to do grid reference, who found it, how, and all the rest of it. So, like for example, today I've got the lady and postcode and everything else, and I've weighed the bat, and he's very, very poorly.
You put that on-
But the one I picked up this morning, he's still alive. You never know. He's on antibiotics. He's very poorly. He won't eat much. This is the one I went to Newtown to get. Hello, sweetheart. You're still alive. Hello, boy.
Do they tend to just fly out in the daytime or not? Or they just wait?
Okay. You alright, Ruby?
Oh look,
So I've just picked this one up this morning.
Oh, isn't it cute?
What's wrong with
He's
him?
got a broken shoulder. He was on the wall yesterday, and she thought he was going to fly the same place today, and he's very poorly. This is a different sort of bat. It is a pipistrelle, but it's an enthusiast pipistrelle, which will class as vagrant bats. So he's much bigger. Yeah, he's a well, they class him as vagrants. He's got a broken wrist.
So you bandaged him up?
I have tried to fix that myself because if I take him to the vets, because his wrist is broken here, the vet will just amputate. So what I try and do,
Try and save it.
I try and save the arm first if it's possible. I mean, it's very swollen, but I just stick a bit of micropore over it.
How do you actually keep him still and do that? And just
Well,
put him...
if he's broken here, a clean break, the vet will pin. You can actually pin their arms.
Incredible.
So, but because he's an enthusiast, he's much longer. They always have a furry bottom. And as I say, they were classed as vagrant bats, but I pick them up quite often. I've had at least half a dozen, 7 or 8 this year already. So I know they're definitely here on the Isle of Wight. But he's got a bit of a swelling to that wrist as well. The cat's definitely had this one, there's no question of it. But he's quite poorly. The reason we called this one Phil is because a man is elderly, 79. He's along there and he's just made me some new boxes.
Oh, bless.
So, and he's called Phil. So I said the next male that comes in, I will call him Phil. So he hasn't been cleaned out yet. I don't think he's in his wigwam, he's up his little thing. And the lady found him out. He's quite a chatty one. Oh, listen to this. Yes, all right, all right. Yes. And she said she found him out and she put him in a basket on the lawn. I said, no, please don't do that. I need to come and get him. She's since visited, but I'll tell you what's happened. He's chewed all his wing off.
Oh, the cat's got his wing.
No, the cat's had him, and then it's rotted, and then he's done that.
Oh.
Since he's been here, he's actually eaten his wing, so it's obviously annoying him. This has all gone completely crispy here. That's all dead. All that bone's dead.
Yeah.
But it was like it when I picked him up. I said he's been knocking around for a couple of days because that has all completely died.
Doesn't it hurt him to do that and to put it
No,
up?
hopefully that bit's dead as well because that's bone sticking out, but that's dead. Hopefully, if this all drops off and he chews that off, hopefully that will all grow back. All the membrane will grow back. Yes, all right, you noisy little bugger. In you go. As you can see, this is just one night's mess. He feeds himself, so he goes in his bowl, feeds himself, and he makes loads of mess. He could do with a girlfriend, really. But yeah, so he's.
Is that for his water?
Yeah, that's his little water bottle. And they've got vitamins today, so that's why the water looks a bit yellow. So they have vitamins every 3rd day, which I put V up there. So Sunday V, Monday I move that along. Monday be CP, which means clean pots. So we have to take all the water pots out and sterilise them. So we do that every 3rd day, and then he helps himself with his meal, and he's pretty good.
Blimey.
So I expect you'd like to see Spartacus, wouldn't you? Where's the tweezers?
What's this one like?
I don't know if I can... Do you want to come round this way? Because Spartacus will probably stick his head out if he's out. Spartacus! Where are you? Oh, here, so he's,
Here
look, he's
comes
looking
that.
out.
Look.
Look. Hello. That's how he eats. He has his mealworms in his little wigwam. Poor, I've had him for quite a few years. He's a one-armed, one-eared, long-eared. And you see he's got his ear folded down like that.
And he's eating his mealworm.
Yeah, he's eating his mealworm, and that's how he likes to eat. And he usually eats during the day and in the evening. So I hand feed this one, and I just poke it through there. So when he's finished, he'll stick his head out, and he'll do that in a minute. When he's finished his mealworm, you're holding on, darling. And he was crushed with some chairs at a manor house by mistake. They were getting some chairs out for a wedding, and they've obviously pulled the chairs apart, and they snapped his arm.
Is that his head out there now?
Yeah, he'll be looking out any minute. As soon as he's finished his mealworm,
Yeah.
he'll stick his head out.
You tell us when he puts his head
Do you
out.
do this as well?
Yeah.
Here we are. Look, he's sticking his head out. Yeah.
You want some more? I want some more, please. Thank
And
you.
he takes his mealworm in. So he's supposed to have 2 ears, but his ear went all manky, and that's quite common when you have to take their arms off, because bats fold, the long-eareds fold their ears down and tuck them underneath their arms
Oh, okay.
when they go to sleep. And then, because he can't do it, his ear just went all manky. So that's him.
What's wrong with that one, you say?
He's only got one arm.
Oh, poor
But he
thing.
was, he hit a cyclist, or a cyclist hit him along the cycle path.
So if one of them dies, you have to report it to anyone or not? Or-
No, I mean, we have a licence for 50 captives. Our country took, no, Europe took our country to court a few years ago, or probably 10 years ago now, and said, oh, we don't like it because you're keeping protective species in captivity. So they kind of come up with some harebrained scheme, came back after walking the dog and found him on the floor with a broken arm.
Oh.
The cyclist obviously whizzed past, and he was probably going from head to hedge or something, and then...
Yeah.
And then the vet tried to pin his arm because it was a nice clean break. But unfortunately, Marlowe died on the operating table.
Okay.
And then the vet nurses went, oh, it's a serotine, we can't lose a serotine, they're really rare because they're rare bats. And he abandoned the pinning, obviously, brought him back to life, managed to revive him.
Gosh.
He said he's got a weak heart. He said, I don't know how long he's going to live for. And then later on he had to go back and have his arm off because it was all went a bit manky. And then he managed to, because he can do that really quickly, do the amputation. Then you bearing in mind, you see their wing is not just attached at the shoulder, it's attached all the way down to their ankle.
Oh, yeah, gosh.
It goes out, and so he's got to take the wing off here, then all the way down here, but leave a little bit, just a little bit, so it's not raw, and then take it off at the ankle. So that's Marlowe for you.
What do you think of that, Leah? You see him all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's used to it.
I don't see bats before.
You've not seen bats before?
No,
seen
not
lots
this
in
close.
And of course, a lot of people, when they've got bats in their house, either the cat's brought it in, or you know, it's just flown in through a window in the summer. They'll say to us, "Oh, sorry,
You forgot him.
he keeps sticking his head out." They'll say, "We've got a big bat and a small bat."
Right, yes, yes.
The big bat was flying around last night, and now the small bat's on the curtain. Of course, it's the same bat.
Oh, I see. They just think.
Because when
yeah.
you see a pipistrelle like that
Yes,
size,
it's-
and then when
yes.
it's flying around, its wings span's going to be like that,
Mm.
and then of course they flying around, and then they stop and they think, "Oh, that's the small bat." Well, you've had enough now. You've had enough. He's going back to bed. I'll feed you later.
Hey, do you know he's had enough? He just won't take any more.
A natterer's bat. These are the ones that are well known for taking spiders out of spiders' webs.
Need my glasses, I can't.
Well, no, and he's got a
got your
really
glasses.
fluffy little face. He's only, can you see he's only got one arm as well?
Oh,
He was found on a road in Ryde one Sunday afternoon, and a lady was walking her dog.
lucky to see him.
Yeah,
really.
and another lady was walking her dog the other way, and the first lady said to the second lady, "Be careful where you're walking, there's a bat down there." So the second lady said, "Well, we can't leave it on the floor."
No.
There you go.
Well, gloves, bats, we don't wear gloves because the bats don't like it. They like your smell. 1.5 kilo a week. And I've got to get extra next week, so I'm running out the big ones, literally.
God, so you can't keep up with it.
No, I can't. It's impossible. They go through so many, and they take about 6 months to get to a certain size.
Yeah.
So what I do is I keep the aliens, as I call the aliens. I've got any aliens in there. I call them aliens because they look like aliens. Now that's alive. You see it's wriggling
Oh
about?
yeah, that's
So-
what dragon eats.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
but the bats won't eat those, but I keep those, and then they come out as beetles,
Right.
and then obviously they breed. See, that's all my homemade ones in there. all different sizes. My homemade ones, and I've got drawers and drawers of homemade ones in there.
So the beetles just stay put as well, isn't it?
Yeah. As long as you've got food and stuff in, they'll just stay
And
put.
that's just a damp cloth, is it? Or...
No, that's just kitchen paper that they just kind of rip up.
Oh, I see.
Move it around, and they've got Weetabix in there because they eat Weetabix, and then they've got apple in there as well. And then I just leave them to a certain size, and then if I'm getting a bit low, I think, oh, Christ, I've got to go start going through my homemade ones to get my homemade ones out. But the mealworms alone costs £40 a week before we've even started.
Wow.
So this is Capri, this is a long-eared bat.
Oh, cutie.
Oh, isn't it cute, Leah?
So you and Grandad tried to release her, and she wasn't having any of it. But
Yeah, she went straight down to the
floor. Hang on to me with your legs, darling. That's the tragus. So each bat has a different shape of a tragus. So he's got like a little pointy one. If you see a noctule, they've got like a mushroom-shaped tragus. And then if I put her on the counter, she might put her ears up. We'll see. Because she'll panic. That's when she's happy.
Oh,
When they've got their ears down like that, they're quite happy. If they're going to die, their ears will stay up. And if they're going to fly, their ears will go up.
okay.
And when they're flying, they look ridiculous because they don't look aerodynamic at all. You're going to sit there and put your ears up. You're going to put your ears up, sweet. Hello, Capri.
Oh,
Gorgeous, isn't it?
yeah,
Come on, put your ears up.
They're pretty well up anyway, aren't they?
No, nowhere near. Come on,
Really?
Capri, put those ears up properly. Come on.
They go about like that.
Yeah, really high.
Like, yeah, that.
Come on. Show me your ears, sweetheart.
Well, they just pump them up with blood, do they?
That's exactly the same as a penis.
Yeah.
I'll say that to the kids at school, and they go, oh, right. Okay,
There you go,
it's,
there you
not,
go.
it's not a funny name or anything, it's a proper
Oh,
name.
is it? Isn't it?
Come on, Capri, get those ears up. No, they're still half
cutie.
down. Come on. Oh, there they're coming up.
Oh,
Yeah, you see
oh.
that? Hello.
It's got big ears, Leah.
And these bats, because they've got such big ears, hunt in a different way.
Yeah.
They actually hover around the plant, out, walks on the leaves, and they go,
Gotcha.
and make it.
Look at that.
Oh, it is cute. Hello.
So that's Capri.
Yeah, look at your ears now.
So you can see the thumbs quite clearly. And obviously the feet.
They're all so tiny.
I know. Hello, darling. We always think these look like smiley bats.
Yeah.
You've got little smiley faces, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to try to make him fly again, then, or just...
They decided to keep him now.
Yeah, oh, she's been here too long. I think she's been here since 2014.
Is that
A
great?
grey long-eared. That's a brown long-eared. This is a grey long-eared. This is very
Are
rare.
these more rare than those, aren't they?
Yeah, very rare. There's only about 1,000 left in this country. They're only on the Isle of Wight and down the south
And there's
coast.
a breeding programme, is there? For them?
No breeding programme. So, see, her ears are completely tucked down under her arms.
Yeah.
Good dog.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I've got hairs on me. They have much darker faces. They have the tragus sticking out. But once she warms up, her ears will pop up. But she
Yes,
was
they
found
warm up, they're warming up on your hand, but they don't.
Yeah.
They're not very warm in the house.
No,
is it?
no. So they, even when they're in a boiling hot roof, they can drop their body temperature by
Right,
15
yeah.
degrees. So if we went and held a bat, which we got licensed to, so we could do it, we're
Yeah,
checking things,
yeah.
they're just freezing to the touch.
Oh.
But she was found in somebody's letterbox on the Brighton seafront.
God.
Yeah, a good few weeks ago. He opened it, it's got like a cage thing on the inside.
Yeah,
and
it's
he
in
pulled
there.
all right, settle down. Yeah, she's very... I'm hoping she's going to go back to the wild, because there's nothing actually wrong with her. But these ones are a lot smaller than the other ones. She's called Pretty, P-R-I-T-T-I. Right, in you go, sweet. Good girl.
God, look at that.
I know, she's very fast. But I tried to... That was on the Friday I picked her up. On the bank holiday weekend when we had all the scooterists over.
Yeah.
I tried to release her on the Saturday night. Oh, she's got the bag. She's really fast. Took her up to a place called Vernon Square, giving water and food in the car before we came away. Then we got back, and then obviously, then we went on. Corkina.
thing.
Hello, sweet.
And then he's destined to be here forever. Will he be able to fly again if it's
I
mended?
don't know. Normally, once I've had a broken wrist or a broken
Oh, I
elbow.
see. They
But
can't.
look, that was completely broken, and it was just flapping.
Right.
And I say I taped it up. She was very good because she left all the tape on.
Oh, okay.
A lot of them chew it off once you put it on. It annoys them so much, like with
Yes,
him
yeah.
eating his own wing. But you can see how much more swollen it is to the other arm. So a hell of a lot different.
Yeah. God.
But it also wasn't just broken. So at the moment, she just met Matey. Just met Constable. He's up there as well. But you can see just the mess they make in one day. So look, most of those, a lot of those are mullered. They weed on them. That's it. Can't reuse those.
Cutie. Where's the cat
now? Is he on the stairs again?
Is this one here?
No, the stairs are
No.
Hello, Minnie Mouse.
Cutie.
Keep going.
Oh, you're a good cat, you are.
I'm going to give Minnie some biscuits.
So cute.
Yeah, she's my baby.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sorry? Oh, there they are. They look this way.
Oh yeah.
Are they Lucy ones or not?
Yeah.
Asks for them, and they use batsmen. But Brian's got the best of them at, yeah. There we go.
So we picked up a couple of these different knitted bats. The lady does sell them for £2.50 each, and obviously all of the money goes towards the bat hospital, because as you see, they have to do loads and loads of work. There is loads of food and supplies that need buying. So obviously any donation is going to be great. I'm going to leave a link down in the description to her Facebook page and any other information that you need to know. I did actually also, while I was out, pick up a few little bat magnets as well, so that was quite exciting, and I got an extra one as well for the lady, so she could put it on her fridge, since you could see her house is full of bats. So thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions or comments, please do leave them down below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I'll see you next time. Bye!